What if you could predict the downfall of a relationship before it even begins? What if you could save yourself from the heartache and pain? Intriguing, isn't it? In the realm of relationships, there exist stories that are far from fairy tales, stories that serve as stark reminders of what not to do, what not to become. Today we delve into one such tale, a tale of a couple, Jane and John, who were deeply in love, or so they thought. Jane and John met one spring afternoon. The sparks flew, and soon they found themselves entwined in a whirlwind romance. Everything seemed perfect, like a dream. But as time passed, the veneer started to fade, revealing the cracks beneath. The first sign of trouble was the lack of communication. Jane felt that John was distant, always preoccupied with something else. He would brush off her attempts to talk, saying he was too busy or too tired. This led to feelings of neglect and resentment. Then came the second issue, the lack of trust. Jane found herself checking John's phone when he wasn't around, questioning his late nights at work. John, on the other hand, felt suffocated, trapped in the constant cycle of accusations and arguments. The third factor was the absence of respect. Jane and John started belittling each other, their words like sharp daggers aimed to wound. They forgot the golden rule of relationships: to love is to respect. The final nail in the coffin was the lack of emotional support. In a relationship, when one falls, the other should be there to lend a helping hand. But in their case, they were too busy pulling each other down. Their love turned into a battlefield. The story of Jane and John is a cautionary tale. It highlights the key factors that can lead to the downfall of a relationship: lack of communication, lack of trust, absence of respect, and lack of emotional support. Communication is the lifeline of a relationship. It's not just about talking, but more importantly about listening, understanding. Without it, a relationship is like a ship without a compass, lost in the vast ocean. Trust, on the other hand, is the foundation. Without it, a relationship is like a house built on sand, ready to collapse at the slightest wind. Respect is the pillar that holds everything together. Without it, a relationship is like a crumbling edifice, ready to fall apart at any moment. Finally, emotional support is the safety net. It's what catches you when you fall, what keeps you grounded. Without it, a relationship is like a tightrope walk without a safety net, a dangerous game. The lessons learned from Jane and John's story are profound. It serves as a reminder that relationships require work, patience, and understanding. It's not just about the butterflies in the stomach or the sparks flying. It's about communication, trust, respect, and emotional support. Without these, even the most passionate love can turn into the most painful heartache. So remember, next time you find yourself in a relationship, remember the story of Jane and John. Remember the key factors. And most importantly, remember to love and be loved in return.